Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gaming Community Establishment Podcast Show. Today, we have another episode for you all, but be sure to follow our Instagram page, GC underscore establishment, and we upload weekly. Enjoy today's episode.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast show today. We have a very special guest for you today, Dunbar Bey. All right. So you guys have your utmost attention to this podcast show. Very important. He's about to have an introduction for himself right now. Dunbar, you can go ahead and have yourself an introduction.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for allowing for me to join this show. Looking forward to reaching out to your listeners as well and gaining new attention to some things that I do. My name is Terrence Dunbar Bey. I was born and raised in Dallas, Oak Cliff. I got a full scholarship at Texas Christian University where I studied psychology and education. I was lucky to get drafted in 2002 by the Atlanta Falcons. And so by playing in Atlanta, I was under the direct mentorship of Warwick Dunn and Michael Vick and those great brothers. And since 2002, I've been a nonprofit consultant. I own my own brand, my own name, my own images, and I actually am now a nonprofit consultant, a community project developer, and I'm actually currently running for president. I just was nominated to be the president of the NFL Alumni Dallas chapter, so I'm definitely excited about that, as well as I'm an EACL celebrity host. And so thank you for inviting me to your show.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. You know, it's a great pleasure to have you here today for the show. So with a lot of the different things going on, today's society, we want like to have also like an introduction to like your likes as well. So for example, you're a gamer like I am, so that's really cool, But what brought you into the gaming world, period? Like, what was your first video game and what just brought you to like the attention of it, period?
Well, my first video game console was the Atari.
There you go.
Of course, back in '92, I think that's the first time I actually had an opportunity to afford to purchase my own video game. My mom made she made sure that anything I put my name on or anything I brought into my house that I worked hard for it. But I really fell in love into gaming around 2002 when I saw my name on the John Madden. Right, and I remember, I was on Madden, and so if you got, and was also that I remember that was my first opportunity being on the game when I was on John Madden and then NCAA. And when I got my first royalty check, when I was like, man, people can download me and play with me and give me superpowers. And so now with the changes of gaming, that now athletes can own a name like the Sun Images, I'm more excited now because I have a network of young people that can actually play me in the game and give me all of these superpowers. And I can definitely get royalties and residuals for my name and all of the hard work that I put in as a student athlete.
That's right, man. That's right. And real quick, I know we're about to talk about the gaming stuff today, but just for a brief moment, could you explain to the audience out there life in the, as a college student playing sports for the, NCAA? How was your experience with that?
Well, it is what you make it. One thing that we have to teach our young people, which is what my league is doing, is we're teaching them the workforce development piece, the skills and drills, as well as the philanthropy piece. So if I could say anything, I would like for coaches and individuals that have love for the sports or the band, dance, and cheer, that we really look into the opportunity now that young student athletes on all levels can own their name, likeness, and images. And we don't have to wait until we go to college. We can start at age 12 by our community engagement. We can start at age 12 by partnering with wonderful mentors, as well as owning our name, likeness, and images. But what college did for me, staying locally here at Texas Christian University, it allowed for me to have a direct connection with my community. A lot of my clients and fans and ex-teammates and ex-classmates are now successful business owners. So the relationship that you develop outside of sports or the relationships developed outside of your community is very important. So I encourage anybody that that has the passion of learning entrepreneurship to at least step foot on a college campus. It doesn't have to be a major university before, but at least for 2 years, enroll into a school. Right now, they have programs where you can enroll and take your associates at, as early as age 14. So I encourage any young person or anybody who's that feel like they didn't have a chance, go enroll. College is fun. You get to be introduced to a whole different generation of people. A lot of these people will be your friends, and a lot of these people will be business owners. And so, college teaches you networking, and that's one thing I like about the gaming industry. Now you can literally see yourself on a game. You can definitely design you can use different technologies or different platforms when it comes to the gaming industry to redevelop your community. And the app world has taken us by storm. We can now use apps, man, to speak different languages. We can use apps now to promote social media. So it's very important that we understand the gaming, as well as app development. But to answer your question, college is just the next level. College puts you in the room with those individuals that are going to be your business decision makers.
Exactly. See, and that's why I tell my students sometimes too, like, while we're in college, just take your time, because I graduated in 2018 myself. But it's so true. Like, college is where you're supposed to network with people at, it's okay to be not comfortable with meeting people. That's good, because you want to have that barrier pushed about where your opportunities can probably lay at, like later on in life, so being a mentor on campus for 4 years myself, and different other stuff, as well. It's just amazing to see different people grow and then just get involved out there, But yeah, man, that's really great feedback for people out there who's listening right now to the show. Very important key points, guys. So if you're a viewer out there who's in college or about to start college, just get involved with a lot of different things. Don't overwhelm yourself, of course, but just take your time about what you want to do with your life and see what you love to do. All right. So take time with that. But yeah, so moving back onto the video games now. What are your current games that you play at the moment, like your top 5?
Top 5. Well, the first game I play, like I said, I'm a little older. I like to play video games that's gonna definitely enhance my education.
Yes.
I play games that's gonna definitely allow for me to have the upper hand when it comes to competing for projects in my community. So to me, a game is anything that's on an app. I'm using Microsoft a lot. I'm using a lot of their apps when it comes to the HoloLens. I don't know if that's not really considered a game, but that game allows for you to design your community. I download an app, which is a game. It's called Landlords. That allows for you to now understand real estate, understand what it means to be a broker. You can trade currency. All right. I'm using apps like I'm learning the chess. All right. And so I'm using things like that to kind of put me in situations where I understand the business concept. All right. We also have apps that I definitely use. It's going to teach you how to create a work college. A lot of people don't know what a work college is, but we only have 9 work colleges in the United States of America. So we know about the universities and HBCUs, but I kind of focus on things that's going to allow for me to go out into the real world, and I can actually understand the concept of building, construction management, hospitality management. So I use more of those type of games. Bless you. And so, but when it comes to my all-time favorite, if I can say the number 1 game I play a lot is, of course, the football games, the sports games, all right, blackjack, things like that. That's going to allow for me to communicate directly with individuals. So so that's more of me.
Definitely. See, guys, so there's more than just a console type of gaming person, or computer. We have apps too for gaming. Parents, my mom plays her app, on her tablet, as far as gaming goes. So like me and my family, we have our own different types of gaming that we do, but like that is just different branches of the same tree,
Correct.
is gaming, right? And
Right.
and believe it or not, like Dunbar said, we do have games that can teach us things. So certain individuals out there, that are in society, they may think, oh, games waste of time, blah, blah, blah. It's not. It's not. You can learn about science. You can learn about real estate, right? You can learn about different stuff out there that can help you benefit yourself. There were some things in video games that I learned myself growing up that wasn't taught in school. I was like, oh, wait, so like, this is really true? So then I researched it myself, and then it turned out it was true. I was like, what? That's crazy. So, that's like definitely a shocking moment back then for me. So that was really good.
So another game I like a lot is one called Currency Plus. I mean, now you can sit there and you can learn how to trade currency. It's a game because you're not actually using real money, but it's setting you up for that level in your life where you understand different how currency works, right? We have apps now or games that you can play that teaches you to learn all of the acts. We have 119 acts. We are familiar with the CARES Act, but they have different things that we can learn about by playing a game, and you can apply these resources to what we currently got going on now.
Exactly.
So that's what I do, man. A lot of times, unfortunately, I don't have, and I say fortunately, on a plus, I typically like to play games that's going to allow for me to apply these resources. I don't really play games where I'm shooting and jumping out of the buildings of nothing, because that's not what I got. I have no passion of none of that, but it is a lot of things we could do and how we can teach our young people, because this is the new wave. Esports is the new wave. And the intelligent people finally have a voice. I remember growing up, man, if you was playing video games when I was growing up, that meant that the chances of you going outside, going and to be a professional athlete, it was not available. But now they have automation apps and analytical apps where you can now use it to simulate a real world experience. I'm working with Microsoft now as a developer. My company is, and we're now developing the real hybrid type system where you're not just clouded with your visual, but you can actually see what you're doing, and the coaches can coach you through this software. But I encourage anybody to from age 4 and up to start utilizing this opportunity to be ahead of the Joneses.
Do it ASAP, because for my company too, we're getting involved in something like that too. So, and then I can tell the difference of the interaction, and like the feel, like playing a console game, that's fun too. But to actually like have like a VR type of thing or something like that can apply for you for like real life is totally different, and it's great. And that's the thing about video games that we love, that I love, my family loves. It's so versatile. It's so diverse about how we can do it, so we can like our own hobbies and our own pleasures for it. That's good. So with that said, though, what do you think the future of gaming looks like in your eyes?
Well, I think we're going to have an opportunity to have real world experience through gaming. For example, me and my company is developing an app that we're working directly with law enforcement. We're simulating what happens when you're being approached by an officer. All right. Not only does that game have direct access to get those questions, it's teaching officers how to focus on mental health. All right. I just took a certification course last week. So now we have access to have the officer, a mental health specialist, the actual person that's been arrested and detained, as well as a lawyer. We could never have that before by not understanding the future of gaming. The future of gaming is it's gonna actually make us almost perfect. We're in that RoboCop stage, man, where we now have no reason to make the same excuses as those before us. It's 2021, so the future of gaming has no limit, because now you can attach your games to drones. When you talk about the importance of drones, and if we use this technology properly, we can now have disaster relief, search and rescue. All right, and so it's a lot of things that we're doing, and us as a culture. I just turned 41, so our generation, he was born from 1975 to 1985.
Mm-hmm.
We ought to be smiling because we really understand music. We understand the things in our community, but these games gives us an opportunity to relate to those young people who think we're old or think we don't know what we're talking about. And so I use gaming in sports. It allows for me to coach. If you now watch a lot of these professional venues and professional games, they have a tablet on the sideline. You can
Always.
simulate the experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to our military, they've been using it for years, but now we finally have access to see real life, real world experience without putting people in harm. And so I'm happy to now be working with different developers, young people. These developers are starting at age 12. It's funding out there now for us to talk about STEM and actually use these resources to use it the right way. And that's engagement with the players, engagement with the developers, and engagement with the ones who is actually out there putting their life on the line every day, or putting their name on the line to make sure that we all understand that we're a lot smarter than what we act. So I'm excited about gaming. I would like to for us to continue to grow in that area. But I also challenge us as well is not to spend a lot of time forgetting about, playing video games, forget about your personal health, your physical fitness, and your engagement. Like, it's a different world when you're behind a screen and you actually have to have an intelligent conversation with someone. So if you're going to be playing a game, find games that's going to teach you international trades, how to communicate on all levels, find games that teaches you love. All right, because that's going to be the savior for a lot of things that we got going on. So I see us, if we can jump on it now, we can actually narrate and dictate what type of video games our children want to play.
Yeah, and that's very important, especially in this generation. But
Right.
yeah, it's like have that perfect balance, hobbies and fun / alone time, but also having that other time where you get to go out, socialize, mingle, and practice certain skills, go to your family and give a presentation about whatever you want to do. Like, for example, how to cook a certain food, right?
Correct.
You're practicing speaking to a crowd, being your family first or friends, whatever it is, getting in as much practice as you can. Because when I first started my career, and then when I first started this business too, especially this business, having that communication and having like that fear or like the anxiety of talking to a big old crowd, it gets diminished after a while. You be like, you know what, this is so done. I did this like so many different times already, so now I'm already just go ahead and go in and smooth, So that's good to have that going. So that's for sure. But also Super Bowl next year coming in February.
Correct.
So we're gonna be there to help support you, what you got going on. But would you also tell the crowd or tell the viewers that are watching this video how come we are going to Super Bowl this year coming up?
Well, I joined a beautiful network, the Adult Gaming League, and we had a mission. We had a mission to help 50,000 nonprofits raise $38,000. So what better way than actually taking those young people as well as going into these same stadiums where these nonprofits are at. And so not only do we have contracts with Super Bowl, we have Pro Bowl, we have the NBA All-Star Game, the NHL All-Star Game, the baseball All-Star Game, as well as we can be at every major concert, every major sporting event, golf, tennis, anything you can think of. But Super Bowl will be kickoff because this is the first time ever we can take hundreds of nonprofit gamers and we can literally be in the face of individuals that are there for one reason, that's to raise money. And so that's one thing I'm running my campaign on. We don't realize that over 85% of those individuals that we see at these major events are nonprofits. They need to know that we're here. They need to know that we support them, as well as they need to know that we understand the work ethic and what it takes to be a volunteer and not getting any rewards but a high five. And so the Super Bowl this year, hopefully my Cowboys make it. Where I can bring the city behind me, I'm trying to bring out 100 different nonprofits. We're going to be serving people in hospitality. We're going to get a percentage of the sales as well as retail. All right. And then a couple of other special events. So if you're listening to this phone call and you want to be involved and you're a nonprofit, or if you have or you're a coach and you want to definitely be in these wonderful opportunities that we have funding for you. We're going to help you fundraise. We have funding for young people under the age of 18. So I'm excited about this opportunity to take a group to the Super Bowl. My first chance to take people to the Super Bowl was the one in Tampa last year. I was able to take 60 people, man, into the Super Bowl. Those tickets started off at $5,000. And so those people that I took, they're still my supporters today. And so that's what I'm doing, man. I'm using my platform. I'm giving back, and I'm putting other people in situations where they can be successful. So I'm excited about this year's Super Bowl. We start off, like I said, our first major event of this year. We do a couple of events, but the Pro Bowl in Las Vegas will be the kickoff. Then we're going right to the Super Bowl, then All-Star game. Then we're going to follow back around with the hockey. Then we're going to take a trip to Puerto Rico so we can talk about how to invest. And so yeah, I'm excited about that.
Me too, man. And hearing all that stuff right there, it really puts me into the mode like, wow, okay, like where like I started from, where you started from, wherever else. Like, and fast forward years later, man, it's like, wow, like I'm glad like I didn't give up, on my dream, because of course you want to do something that's like want to be fun, right? But to have a business out of it for fun, and then to help other people do it, as well. Man, that's one of the best feelings in the world, man. So, man, like just thank you for doing what you're doing, as well, for not giving up and just for challenging yourself. It's can be tough, as obviously too, but
yeah,
once you keep on going, man, and nothing can stop you. And it's only going up from there. So, that's real fun and real cool to hear, man. So thank you for being on the show today and sharing the knowledge with other people, as well. And yeah, man, so that's all good information. But real quick too, do you want to share anything else with the viewers out there? One last thing before we head out today.
Yeah, I want the viewers to use me as an example. I had an opportunity, and I have an opportunity to run for president of one of the largest chapters. The NFL alumni, we have over 32 chapters, but to represent Dallas-Fort Worth, which is one of the largest chapters, is an honor. When we talk about not giving up, they had requirements. They had so many years that you had to play. They had so many years that you had to, show your community engagement. But what I wanted to get to is that because of my community engagement, I had a special vote. I had an opportunity that my community got me on the list. I had no reason to be on the list, but other than just a regular alumni. But I just want to tell people are watching you every day. Don't give up. It's National Apprenticeship Week, man. On a federal level, we have an opportunity now, as well as our culture, to put our name on a national stage when it's talking about starting apprenticeship programs. And so it's a lot that I provide. I ask that you, follow me on my IG, Instagram, Facebook, at Dunbar Bey, and I'm going to be promoting these nonprofits that had tons of resources, and we're here to help you guys. And so if it's through gaming, if it's community engagement, you guys are the heroes. And so I just encourage you guys to just stay focused and no more excuses. We have no reason now to make the excuses that our grandparents had to make. And so I challenge our young people from 17 to 24. We have funding for you. If you've been in some type of program or you're low income, it's funding currently right now for you to earn while you learn. But you got to want it. One thing we can't teach you is work ethic. You got to want to be in that position. And so if you can stay focused, put that same energy that you're putting on that computer in a video game, put it out in your community. All right. Don't be afraid to jump out there and tell people what's right or wrong. We have a big problem with bullying in our community. We have a big problem with parents fighting referees and coaches. Like we have to really take a hard look at ourselves, because the only people that need to be saved is yourself. So I think if we lead with love, and use these gaming and these opportunities to be around other people as an opportunity to show your humbleness and show that your gratitude, I think we'll move a lot farther in life. So thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate it, brother. At any time, just give me a call and just let me chime in and just interact with the crowd, interact with your followers, and let me do what I do best, provide resources to uplift our fellow humanity. So thank you again.
Yeah, most definitely. And, from me to you guys as well, to the viewers out there. So like we said, we can help you guys out, just reach out to us. When you're doing something for your business, hobby, whatever it is, all right, don't do it just for likes or, for attention. Do it because it's for the right thing to do, and do it because it's what you love to do, right? And stuff will come. Right. So if somebody wants to just do stuff for likes, that's only just a short-term thing. That short-term does not last long, all right? So you gotta be pure, about your intentions. So long-term effects, why am I doing this? Who can I affect? And how can I make generational wealth, all right? Especially, in the Black community, because, media and stuff like that has had an effect, excuse me, I can't even talk, has had the effects on us, for a long time. But now it's time, still to overcome the negativity, stereotypes, you name it. Starting today, starting whenever, as soon as possible. Keep on doing what you're doing. Oh, you know what? What if somebody thinks of me? Who cares what people think of you? All right. If I had $1 for every time, somebody said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna help you out, or, oh, this guy think he's this and that. They don't even know me. Fast forward years later, I'm successful, right? But it's not all about myself. It's about my family, my future family, and my communities, all right? So do stuff for other people as well as yourself, all right? Don't worry about other people. Just do you. Because a lot of people, in the generation, sadly to say, they want stuff with attention, right? But you have to have the right attention, the right purpose. Then you will go far. Roller coaster? Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, ups and downs all the times, right? But it's the end goal, all right? Then you guys will get to where you want to be. Just have the faith up there, show love to everyone, and then boom, you will be there. But that's my 2 cents about that. So like we said, guys, network with us, network with each other. We got you guys. Dunbar, it was a pleasure having you here, on the show today with us, man. It's been a highlight, for the whole year about the stuff that we are doing together and the stuff that we are doing, by ourselves in the community. So thank you for doing what you're doing as well. Hold on for another minute or two max. But for the viewers out there, thank you guys for watching the show today. Tune in to the other episodes here, on Instagram, Facebook, or the YouTube channel. That's where you will find the full episodes on the YouTube channel. But those are the resources where you can get in contact with us. Mainly Instagram. That's really the most popular ones these days. But, everybody's different. So, yeah, so guys, just keep doing what you guys are doing. Much love to everybody out there, to supporters and all that good stuff. We will talk to you guys soon, and have a great day out there. So thank you all for watching the show today. Much appreciated. Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe to the channel and to the movement, gaming community establishment. See you guys soon. Have a great day.